Magnitude 7.4 earthquake hits Vanuatu. Destruction across Vanuatu's capital Port Vila. Houses and vehicles damaged in earthquake. People living in coastal areas reportedly asked to evacuate. Communication lines largely cut off in Vanuatu. At least one person dead, several injured. Authorities swing into action. Rescue operations underway. On December 17, a devastating earthquake measuring 7.4 struck Vanuatu's capital, Port Vila, causing extensive damage and tragically resulting in at least one confirmed death. Footage from the Vanuatu state broadcaster revealed crushed vehicles beneath collapsed buildings in a retail district, highlighting the disaster's severity. Eyewitness reports indicate that individuals were trapped in fallen structures, while social media posts showcase broken windows and shattered concrete pillars in a building accommodating foreign missions, including the US, UK, French, and New Zealand embassies. A spokesperson for the U.S. Embassy in Papua New Guinea said its embassy in Port Vila had sustained considerable damage and was closed until further notice. New Zealand's High Commission building, which is co-located with the U.S., French and British missions, had sustained significant damage. There were communications outages across the country, the New Zealand statement added, while the Australian High Commission in Vanuatu said its communication systems had also been affected. Initial reports said the quake struck on December 17 at a location 37 kilometers from the capital and a depth of 10 kilometers. Later reports placed the depth of the quake at 43 kilometers, which was followed by a magnitude 5.5 aftershock near the same location. Communications appear to have been largely cut off, not only to the capital but the rest of the country too. According to reports, Vanuatu government websites were offline in the aftermath of the quake and phone numbers for the police and other public agencies did not connect. The Pacific Tsunami Warning Center in Honolulu said it had observed waves after the quake but later lifted the threat of tsunami for neighboring islands. The Australian Bureau of Meteorology said that there was no tsunami threat to the country. Authorities in New Zealand also said there was no danger posed by a tsunami. The Vanuatu National Disaster Management Office said the country was having aftershocks following the major earthquake. He told people living in coastal areas to evacuate to higher ground. The authorities said the Vanuatu Geohazards Agency's system was running again following the quake, and it would issue updates. The Australian High Commission in Port Vila was evacuated during the earthquake, and the Australian government is still working to urgently confirm that all staff are safe. Foreign Minister Penny Wong said the Australian government was closely monitoring the situation in Vanuatu following the earthquake.